Our students, Brian Proctor back again in the classroom, ready for another lesson to be taught. I'm looking a little rugged because I need a shave. I've been away for a few days taking care of some stuff, so now it's time to get back into it. And today's video is a request from a viewer who said they wanted to learn how to draw the big kind of guys, the big guys like the Blob or the Wilson Fisk kind of guys, you know, Kingpin, because we always draw the tight, muscular guys. So they wanted to learn how to draw the big ones. So this lesson is about drawing the big guys. I just broke it down as best I could so that you can understand. And to all those people who have asked for a comic book, let me get one. Let me pause this and get one. My Trials of the Samurai Clown comic book, I got you. I'm sending it out tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday. So yeah, I'll be sending it out. I know somebody wrote me like, what happened to my book? So yeah, it's coming. It's coming. I got you. So yeah, let's get on to the lesson. And I said that because I have another giveaway coming up. So I want to get these out the way so that they won't get mixed up with the other contests giveaway that I got coming up. So yeah, let's go on to over there. All right, let's see if I can explain this. First of all, let me grab my glasses and a pencil that you guys will be able to see something if I drew on a piece of paper. Okay, so as I said earlier, this subscriber, hopefully you're a subscriber, wanted to see how to draw a big person like a Wilson Fisk or a Blob type person. So a big, fat, you know, chunky, possibly strong type person. Hopefully, you know, they just didn't want to do somebody obese. So the best way I can explain it is, let's just do this first. Let's see if I can get a ground line here. And let's just do this. This is going to be your average guy here that you see in Kroger's or whatever grocery store you go to. Nothing special, just, you know, your average guy. 2.3 children and a wife, working hard every day. You come home and watch Netflix and drink a couple beers. So that's your average guy right here. Okay, and I'll do a little more detail to him later. So your next guy, let's just say he's 6 feet tall. So the next guy is going to be your hero. So put him right here. So let's do of course, he's going to be a little taller. A little more muscular. Let's see, drop him down a little bit. And a little wider. This is crooked because this is a quick rough. So wow, if he's 6, he's probably like about 7 feet, let's just say. Now, let's get a micron, and we'll do this. We will ink this guy. I should have cleaned my glasses. I guess this is where I should be playing the music. No music today. I don't feel like looking for music in the music library. So as I say, this is your average guy, and I'm going to put a little bit of muscles on him so that you'll know what you need to do. All right, so that's your average guy. Now this is going to be more of your superhero type guy here. Head, and goes down here. Chest. Put your abs here, shoulder. So put a foot on them, put a foot on them. So, okay, there you have your regular guy and then your average guy and your superhero. Give him just a little ab because, you know, he does have a membership to Bally's and he goes once a week before he goes out drinking beer with his friends. So he's kidding himself. He's kidding himself. Who are you kidding? You'll never get like me. So yeah, this is your average superhero guy. Now, drawing a wide, I don't want to say fat, just a big guy, wide guy. Now, the key word here is depends. It depends on what you are looking for, or how big he's going to be, how tall he's going to be. Is he a strong villain or just your average drunk, big drunk, whatever? So, but I'm going to draw more of a comic book type cat and go from there. So, same thing here. I want to draw the oval, the waist, the crotch, and then legs coming up into the head. Now he's not, I'm not trying to make him bigger, but he's just going to be on par with this guy for now. And then your arms. Now, when you do something that is bigger, you have to make the parts bigger, shall we say, if that makes sense. If you buy a small pair of shoes, it comes in a small box. If you buy a big pair of shoes, it's going to come in a big box. So in order to do your guy, he's got to be a little bigger naturally. So in order to hold that type of size, you have to do things like expand the shoulders. Definitely the waist is going to be a given, and maybe the legs to hold him up. So by doing that, you have to know, okay, so like here's your chest. Here's where your abs are here. Here's your belt, your hip, your love handles right here. And this is the most important part, knowing where this stuff is. Your love handles going into your crotch. Here's your legs right there. Now, of course, if you're big, you're going to have love handles that come out like that. If you're getting big, I don't want to say the word fat. I don't want to somebody, I can't think of the word to anyway. So he's going to start getting like that. I don't want to draw just yet, ink just yet. So in other words, you're going to you expand your love handles, and maybe your legs will come out a little bit more as well. There's your knee right there. Now, as your side gets wider, your arms are going to have to come out more. It's going to like come out like that, because when you're this, your arms can just hang down like so, because there's nothing blocking it. When you have lats, when you have large lats, your arms are going to come out a little bit more, because that lat right here is pushing against that arm. So when you're big and round, that's going to be holding that arm, so that arm is going to have to come out like that, which is going to make that arm look a little shorter than this, because it's out more versus hanging down. So in order to do that, you would give, if I'm doing somebody big, what's happening to my voice? Maybe I need some water. I'd give him extended shoulders, a little bit more extended shoulders, and then round them off, because as I say, when you get bigger, things get bigger too. There's an arm here. Still remember, goes to your crotch, your wrist will go down to the crotch. But as you get big, it's going to come out more. So this is kind of like the first step in getting a big person. And you have to have your legs a little bigger to hold that weight. You're not going to say a big round guy with skinny legs. If it is, he's hurting. If you do, he's hurting. Bring that down a little bit more. Now you can have a tall guy, or you can have a short guy. As I said, it depends on your character, like that. And then one key point is the head. The head has to be small. Your head is, you can get as big as you want, but your head is not going to get any bigger. And that is a key point to making somebody big. So let me do one more. Let me ink this guy. Do one more, do a couple more. And then the neck, of course, your neck. Your neck determines how powerful a character is. Now, because he's big, you won't have cuts. You know, you won't have like this major cuts like this unless you just want your character to be, you know, cut. So, but he'll still be round to show power. And there's that silence. And then this is all in the love handle. It's all in the love handle. Now I'm not going to put his belly down, but it's going to be a little rounder, hanging off of hanging over the hips a little bit. So then you have your crotch, your legs. Remember, your legs have to get bigger to support the weight. And it could be shorter because when you have so much bearing down on you for a while, it kind of shrinks you or pushes down on the bones, or you just, as you get older, you get shorter. I said that because I used to be 6'1", but now I'm like 6'6". I lost an inch and shrinking. So that's the start of, you know, your big guy. And then of course his stomach is going to be round. You can still have a little bit of muscle in that at that point. But if you want like a bigger guy, we go bigger. So now instead of doing the oval like I did here for this, for the torso, I'll do a pear shape. I'll just do a pear shape. Like that. Encompassing the whole body. So from here to here would be pear shaped. Let's bring it down a little bit more because I'll actually bring it into the crotch. So the crotch would be right here. The legs would be here. It looks like Humpty Dumpty with legs. So if you can draw an egg, cut across here for the collarbone, the arm. As I said, the wider the person gets, the wider his shoulder is going to have to be to support that. And again, his arms are going to have to come out more. If you make them shorter, then he will look more stockier. But if you're doing the superhero type, you still want long arms with maybe big fists, or the bigger the what is this down here? The wrist part. I'll draw a small wrist and then I'll do a big wrist. And making sure you guys can see that. So big bicep, big wrist like that, and it's short. Instead of doing this, you have this forearm part. You have your bicep coming up here. You have your delt. Your tricep is back here, elbow, and then this separates for the forearm like that, and it comes down narrow, and then you have your fist here. Instead, you would do this. You have your bicep. This part would be come down, and this would be really short. Unlike this, where you have a lot of wrist, you have a short wrist, and then you can have a big hand like that. Short, fat, stumpy wrist, and then you have a hand. And that hand is, why did I not know how to draw a hand at this particular point in time? Anyway, it's a moot point like that. So, and then you have these round, and this belly part here is coming down into here. So he's getting bigger. So instead of just having big love handles, that belly is coming and it's going over where that belt would be. So it's dropping down into the crotch. So it would come out like this. You wouldn't even see the curve for the love handles there. It would just be round here, and maybe you'll see a little crotch there, and of course, big legs. They don't have to be that far apart, spaced apart, but you want them to have big legs to hold them up. Knee and bigger, shorter legs here too. Knee, shorter legs here. Like that. So, and of course your chest. Now, again, is it a superhero type or is it a just a out of shape guy? Your chest would droop, but if he's superhero type, you'd still have a fairly nice chest, and then the belly button would be down here, and you can have that extra muscle here should you choose. You can drop that down even more for a bigger person. Let's do this. Let's get this, which is the most important part. The head, keeping the same size, shall we say, and with a bigger neck. I give him a bigger, little bigger of a head, but the neck should come out more for a powerful kind of guy. So if I didn't mess that head up, the neck would come out like this. If you're doing regular superhero kind of guy, here's the head. The neck should come straight down along the side of the face. And if you're doing just your average kind of guy, his neck should be in like that. That's kind of screwed up here. So if you wanted to do an even bigger kind of guy, well, this is his hip right here. What's left of it, what you can see anyway. So if I put some shorts on him, it'd be like that. That head is still messed up because I went over it too many times. And if you choose, you can make his shoulders a little bigger. The leg could be shorter, which I would make once he got that size, I would make the legs a little shorter. So let's do this. If I was doing one of these guys from the side, this is how I do my side piece. If I'm drawing a person from the side, I'll do this oval here, but then I will I will angle it back more to show that the guy has a nice big back, nice strong back. Comes down here, your legs, your hips, your buttocks, your hips, which is your love handle, was right here. It goes down and then back, and the guy leans forward. A person leans forward when he stands. So coming up here, I would bring the neck here, and then the head right here. Am I going off camera? I am, right here. So shoulders would be here. Let's just put the arm back, just because. So his chest would be like this, curving up under there, under the arm. It goes up under that delt here. And then your stomach would be like this, like that. So this is how I would do a side view. So if you're doing a character that big, remembering that the love handle is here, that meat is going to be here. And if he's really big, you have that little extra meat in the back here. The butt could be a little flatter. This could stay pretty much, but then that stomach, it depends on how deep you want that stomach to go. It could be like this, or it could be coming down, like I say, into the crotch, like that, or it could just be bigger because you would start having folds in the stomach like that. Then you get somebody that's just like massively, chubby, big, and then the legs could be shorter. Arms could be whatever size you want, but this is more of a what? I don't know. I just lost it. It's more of the belly, which makes the cat bigger. So I will go with like this. Like that, and then the arms, however. And of course, he would just be more round. He wouldn't be cut. So where did I put that belly? I put that belly like here. So it would come up behind there. and then the head and the neck. This arm just covered his buttocks, but his butt would be more flatter. I don't know, maybe he sits down a lot, so it would look something like that. I would say determining how big your character is, you can have a stomach like just right here, or once you start getting that big, you usually have a fold in the stomach. But I'm assuming that you would have clothes on this person. And just put the other foot right there. Other foot, other leg right there. Arm. It's the bad brush. Throw it away. And then you could have folds in the stomach. You won't see the crotch. Here's the leg. Here's the other leg. And then you usually, if he's big, he might have that in the neck, the little folds in the neck. But I mean, that's just when you're just doing a overweight type character. So is it one more? Let's do just the large, big Muffin Man type character. So again, you do your egg. It determines the bottom part, the widest part, determines how big the person's going to be. And then I'll just have his legs down here. Actually, let's put his legs a little closer together. No. Like here. So here's his knee already right there. And make this short too. Draw the calf, Brian. What's wrong with you? And he's going to need big feet to hold him up. Shoulder. Again, the arm is going to have to be the shoulder's going to have to be longer, wider to support all of that. And then your arm, usually big shoulders. And your arms, of course, is going to be riding on the side. You have big bicep, depending on what type of character you're dealing with. Or what type of character? Is he a superhero? Is he a bad guy? Is he just somebody that just there all the time? Just there all the time? What does that mean? I don't know. And the key thing is the head. You can, if you want to give him like big powerful shoulders, you can. You want to just give him small shoulders, but the key is the head. The head will never get wider. I don't care how much you bench press or how many dips you do, your neck will get bigger, but your head will never grow any bigger. That's why when they do the Hulk characters, do a Hulk character, Brian. Okay. Hulk character type. Massive legs. Killer chest, big biceps. Big traps, almost small waist. You can't give a Hulk character a small waist, but you have to give him a thick waist without making it fat. So here's your Hulk type character, and you have to have the head. The smaller the head, the bigger the character, but you can't have it like so tiny that it doesn't fit the rest of the body. Let me unblur this camera because it is stupid. All right, that's better. I'm going to get me a good camera one day. Trust me. When I get the money, when I get like 1 million subscribers, not long before that. Same thing with a Hulk character. You want to give him shorter legs. Bigger legs represent shorter legs, and this is, don't even look at that. That leg is all screwed up. But I was trying to go for the head. So you want to keep the head reasonable size, so that the guy would look like he's massive, and that head is way too small looking into the monitor. But the bigger you make the head, the smaller the character becomes. So you wanna watch that. And give him a little more waist, Brian. And then the neck. The neck also determines the power of a person. All right, let me get my phone. All right, back again. Back again. So yeah, again, where's my pen? It depends on the size of the head, determines a lot about the character. Or the power of the character, or the size of the character. Yeah, and I'm not trying to draw the Hulk type characters. I'm just drawing. I don't know. Just drawing. Yeah, so back to the big guy. Your head determines the size, and you can give him a wide neck, or you can give him just a straight up and down neck like this. It depends on what you want to do, what your character is. So let me give him a little wider neck, and maybe put some kind of clothes on him. A little wider neck. What kind of clothes? I don't know. Let's just put a shirt on him. He's like a business type guy. Got a, how does that shirt go like this? And of course, you're gonna have here, and I'm working on one. Somebody asked me, what would it be like to draw tight clothes on a character? So I'm working on that. So yeah, I got you. And of course, cufflinks. That, so geez, as far as pants, I guess it would drop down here. Well, let's before I even get to that. And you always have this right there at the beginning, at the shoulder. So if the guy had a belt, because his belly is round, it's like curving round, that belt might be down here like that somewhere. So let's just say if I put a belt on this guy, it might be down here, and then curve around like so. And since the shirt would be big enough, I would put maybe like a wrinkle or something there. And then for the chest, and maybe the shirt's tucked in. And again, we go to the belt. And of course, as I say, it depends on what type of character. Like this would be more of the Wilson Fisk, the rich kind of guy. And the pants, okay, the belt in here, the pants would come out here, and it's not going to be snug on the legs, because fabric hangs down, so it would hang down, but it would only wrinkle where there is nothing really touching it, around the knees or down here. So here, a couple wrinkles, and that. And of course, you want the guy to have some nice shoes on. And then the iron fists. He's the boss. He's about to fire you. Or if I put the finger up, he could be holding a cigar. Because he is rich. Like that. So yeah, gold. Well, the watch would be back here. That had a diamond studded watch. And that hand, which is just kind of screwed up because that thumb should be here somewhere. And that finger, that other finger. And maybe a couple rings on his finger, but I'm not gonna go into that kind of detail. So I'm gonna leave it at that as far as, you know, your big character. Tie might be a little bit down a little bit more, and then, you know, clip. So uniforms and all that, I never promised that. I just showed you how to draw a big guy, big character. And of course the shirt, if the shirt is tucked in, the belt would go up under the shirt like that. The shirt is tucked in here, and it would be, here's your belt. It would have your wrinkles here, because as I say, the shirt is tucked in. And then here's your belt again. You like how I just jump from one subject to the next subject? That's just me. All right, so yeah. Looking back in retrospect, the key part is, depending on the size of your character, the bigger he becomes, or the wider he becomes, the shorter I would make him. Unless you just want a tall character, because this guy, you can tell this guy's a little shorter. You know, he can still be 7 feet tall or 6 feet tall, because let's say, but the head, if I do a head here of the regular guy, standing next to him. Are y'all seeing this? I'm not all off camera. So yeah, as long as they're on the same line, let's just say if this is the line, and this leg foot is a little high, but that's okay. As long as they're kind of on the same line, then this guy can be as tall as you want or as short as you want. But you would make the appendages a little shorter, like the legs, maybe the arms, or you can have like long, if you just want like long, you know, monkey kind of arms. Depends on, you know, the character. Again, as I say, when you're talking comics, the word depends comes out a whole lot. Because I don't know what kind of character you want or you're drawing, but this person asked me, what does it look like? You know, how to draw somebody, you know, big like Wilson Fisk or the Blob. So I don't know what type of character they have, but as I said, you can have the long arms, you can have, you know, the big wrists, the short wrists with the big fist. You know, the arms could be extremely bulky, but usually this is wider. Again, this the shoulder blade, the shoulder is wider, and as I said, you can have it up more like that, or you can have it down like that. That depends on your character. So back to this guy. One last thing. As I said, I would shorten his legs a little bit. So I would make that short and stop it here, and then the foot would be about right there. Which is almost like that, but yeah. So let me just throw some clothes on this guy here, if I can remember how to draw an actual suit coat. This is like his little minion guy. Yes, boss. Yes, boss. So the tie, what is that? Tie again. The coat. How does a coat look? That jacket. Jeez, it's been a long time since I wore a suit. So I know it's like, man, is it this? It's like something like that, and then goes around. Forgive me, you suit wearers. It's like he draws comics and he doesn't know how to draw a suit. It's been a while. I've been drawing superheroes for a long time. So yeah, you have that shoulder part, and then the coat comes down and it's open because it's open. And it comes up. As I say, the shoulders have this little piece. Why did you do that one? And then your arms, you're tearing your little pin up. So the main thing, as I was saying, is this guy could be 7 feet tall. He just has to be wider. He has to be a lot wider. It's for, if you ever do a nice suit, 2 things, not a lot of wrinkles and lines right down the center of the pants. Make the little diamond right there because it's an expensive suit. They keep suits nicely. They keep suits nicely? What the heck? Yeah, you take care of your suit. Buttons, maybe a little thing here with a button there, and then his hand there. I'm gonna kick myself because I don't know how. It's like this, high, and then one like that. Yeah, okay, so curves around. This first one is high, and then the second one comes around, and I just screwed it up anyway. And then you have your shirt. Now it looks like he's wearing some kind of nice little coat, which he is, with a fur-lined collar coat. Nice little tie with a little clip on it. Make the tie black. This is why I love comics, because you can take something and make a million things out of it. A little furry cuffs. This guy's he could be a smuggler or something. I don't know, because this is the way his coat is. He tight, that's all. Yeah. Now, if you want to do pockets come around the side. And shirt, belt is up in here somewhere. Bling bling belt. He could have what is that? You know what? I'm just gonna stop talking. The buttons on both sides. The something. I don't know. And yeah, and of course you gotta have the sharp shoes, alligator. $100,000 alligator shoes. However, alligator shoes look like. I don't have alligator shoes, so I don't know. So now I'm gonna turn these into some sweet little cowboy boots. Because he rolled like that. And nobody stands with their feet like this, but yeah, it's a quick drawing. You got leopard print boots on. Because he cool like that. And then you can give him a hat. Don't even try to do a hat, Brian, because I don't know what kind of hat. Anyway, you can cock that hat to the side. Oh, player! There you go. Got that player hat on. Got to have that little piece here. And he cool because, boom, he got that little feather. He a straight killer. Straight killer! So anyway, before I go crazy and get into my geek mode, this is your fat guy. Fat guy. I said fat. This is your large guy. Your large size character. Yeah. Comics. You love them. Gotta love them. So just remember, the key point is right here in your love handle, which is your obliques. They start to widen out. They come out like that. They start to widen out. And once they widen out so much, then you want to get that pear shape. You just want to do the whole body as a pear shape. Cut it across, shoulder blades, shoulder, whatever arm part it is. And then your head goes up here. And then depending on how much crotch you want to see, how big that person is, it would be here. Depends on how low his belly is, and then you do your legs. So yeah, that's gonna be it, because I don't know how this 15 minutes. Nah, I can't believe that. Well, I did stop the camera. So yeah, that's gonna be it. So I'll leave this at this, and then try to figure out how to get me a good screenshot out of this. Maybe detail a little bit more. So anyway, that's it. I keep saying that's it, but I keep talking. I love this stuff. Once I get into this, I love just doing this stuff. So I'm gone. I'm gonna go. Just go. Get out before I do some more. See you guys in the next video. And as I said, I had a couple requests, and I'm trying to get these requests out for you guys because I have a lot of videos that I want to work on, but I want to get your requests out because these are things that you are asking for, so that I know that you're watching. So I'm going to help you out. I'm looking out for you. And yeah, just shut up, Brian. Go. I'm out. Later.